Right.
We're close to Paul, so we can pick up on everything you say.
I'm sure.
Just like the camera.
All right, this is the Tilton Northfield Fire District Commissioners meeting to work on the budget. It is October 22nd, 2025. We're in the Tilton Town Hall downstairs meeting room. It is 5:33 p.m. Those members present include the commissioners, Chief Sitar, and Kathy. Seeing as there's no public, is there any public comment, members of the district or employees?
No.
Okay. Let's move to the budget.
We provided ample seating.
More than enough.
Standing room
Shut that down.
All right.
More than adequate.
Where do we want to pick up on?
We left off at,
Like what went in? I mean, did we get?
Oh, yeah, we got all the
we got,
insurance now.
Okay,
we got all the way to miscellaneous, page 6.
But you added,
We added salaries, we added insurances.
Insurances, yes. So if you want to start back at the beginning, you can, on page 3.
Usually,
Page
on
2.
page 2.
usually.
Page 2.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a preference.
Do you want to do we don't usually hold the insurances off.
Not
until
the
end.
insurance, the wages we do.
Right,
When that up.
so the insurances are on page 2.
All right, page 2. Starting with personnel administration.
Yes.
So we have health insurance opt-out, so those who are getting insurance elsewhere,
Yes.
and then dental insurance. And dental insurance is new last year, right?
Right.
Yes.
And the group health insurance as well, so.
What'd you say?
And this group health insurance is listed there too.
Right. So based on our current staffing and the new insurance rates, that's how those numbers are determined?
Yes.
Not far off of last year's appropriation.
$22,352.
Yeah.
We only, on the health insurance, we only went up
4.5%.
I remember that we had
4.5%.
a
I thought it was
potential
gonna,
scare,
I
right?
thought it was gonna be
12-ish.
15%.
Yeah, okay.
So
We were lucky.
I was happy with that number.
I can make a motion, we approve all of 4155 for total group health insurance at the 475, 563.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded. Are there any more questions on
Did
any
I?
of those?
That's not the right line number, because I went to the top. Is that?
4155.
That, I mean, that
No.
encompasses other
Right,
things,
you
so I
want,
should just
you
say
want
total.
210.
Yeah, well, 210, 210.1, 211, or no, 213.
Yeah.
For the same number.
All right, so the motion is for line numbers 210, 210.1, and 213, and that total amount was 475, 563. Any other questions? All right, hearing none, all
Did
those
we
in
get a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul seconded
Paul
it.
seconded.
Okay, sorry. Wasn't near the microphone.
Yeah, I
right
do.
next to it.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
The deductible, what's the
The
deductible?
deductible is 500.
They pay the first 500.
You paid 250 of it. Last year you decided to,
We got our wings clipped on
Yes.
what we
Yeah.
could contribute, and that's
Right.
the warrant article for the,
Right.
remember the contribution fund
Yeah.
that we fund every year as
yes,
a warrant article? And
So-
we had to back off to half
yes.
Okay.
That'll come up on
in the wash. Yeah.
farther down in the budget. All right, any other questions? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, let's talk about group life insurance.
Let's don't talk long. I approve group life insurance, or make a motion for group life insurance 215, and all subsets of 215 and 16, 365. It's relatively flat to last year.
Yeah, less 177 actually.
Yeah, well, we appropriated, our actual is at 15, but we're not through the year, right?
Right.
So.
Is there a second, or?
I'll second it.
Alright, it's been made and seconded. So why is it down? Because your mix
Because-
of people changed?
There was a
Everybody quit
decrease-
smoking.
There was a decrease in the cost of the short-term disability by a penny, which made a difference.
Wow.
I know, right?
Hmm.
And there was no change in the cost, in the premium for the life insurance and the long-term disability. Everything stayed the same.
Well, it's like, short-term, group line of duty, look like a few of them, those lines. We were appropriating last, but. So what happened last year? Were we padding it at all, or?
No,
No.
It's just, that's weird.
I know.
Now, you have to do like an annual survey.
Well, last year was 53 weeks.
And
This
it's
year
based,
is 52 weeks.
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
based on salary as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, your exposure. Right.
So this is based on the current staff.
Yes.
Yes,
So if somebody,
Some newer.
newer folks come in, some of the numbers are lower.
correct.
Alright. Any other questions on group life insurance? Alright, hearing none, we have a motion for $16,365 for the total of group life insurance, 215. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
The only other one you can do at this time is unemployment compensation.
Can't do
this
social
page.
security or Medicare?
No, because that's based on
Not-
salaries and
Based
wages.
on
Okay.
salaries.
Alright.
I'll make a motion to accept line 250, $500. Workman's unemployment, what is it?
Unemployment compensation.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded. We haven't spent any money in the last.
That's right, we're self-insured, so we budget $500 every year, just in case someone gets laid off and they,
There's been
Collect
years where
against
we've had
us.
to pay.
yes.
Or you get stung if you have an accident that's not reported in time, and they, right? That's what they, is that what they ding you?
No, this is for when
No.
people get laid off.
Oh,
It would be like, a call member gets laid off
okay.
and they go to
in a
unemployment
claim,
and it comes
yep.
against us as well, as one of their employers.
Oh, that's right, because he has workers' comp.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
second.
It's been, motion's been made and seconded for $500 on line 250 on employment compensation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So these are left.
Property,
Now we can go page, oh, wait a minute, yep,
page 2.
page 4. Insurances, middle of the page.
This just is what it is.
Nothing we can do
Nothing
here.
we can do.
What, workman's comp? Is that?
Workman's-
Property and liability.
Yes,
The
insurance.
property
workers'
and
comp,
liability?
yes,
Are we also talking about workman's comp?
yes.
That's weird, because workers' comp is also based on your payroll exposure.
Right, that's from last year.
Sharp uptick.
It's 15,100.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll make a motion for insurance under category 4196, workman's comp, line 260, in the amount of $85,848.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Who do we get that insurance through? Is that
Primex,
Climax.
where everybody gets their insurance?
yes.
What's the history of workman's comp claims?
Last year,
It varies.
yeah, we didn't really have that much last year, I don't remember. Most of the claims that we, most of the, I wouldn't even say claims, but the most of the
They're
incidents were no loss of time incidents.
So there wasn't any workers' comp paid.
Well, they did pay some, but it was minor. Like if somebody,
Like you go to the doctor or something.
yeah, if they got hurt and they had to go to the doctor or had to go to the hospital for
They
something,
didn't pay for that.
it was, no loss of time per se.
Yeah, lost work days.
Right. We might have had last year.
I have to go back.
We had a guy out, right?
Yeah.
We did, but I don't,
That probably wasn't
Um,
workers' comp.
a
was it?
back? Was it a back?
But the
So
one
I,
that's,
I can't, we can't
One-
say names.
Right. The one that has
we
been
had-
out.
There was a person that was out.
for medical, that wasn't a workman's comp medical issue, was it?
The one recently was not a workers' comp. It was a personal injury.
Outside.
Yeah.
So does Primex, they cover more than just municipalities?
No.
Is the fire and police?
It's municipalities, school districts, fire districts, municipal organizations. There are some municipalities, two in New Hampshire, that are self-insured, Nashua and Manchester. They insure themselves. Everybody else goes through Primex.
Okay. All right, any other questions or comments?
No.
How'd you take a matter of 10 years, you could almost, nobody used it, you could insure yourself.
Well, last year we had 19 days away from work with 12 injuries. So,
So we had 19 days.
Well, it's a whole lot different than we had no lost work days.
right.
Well,
Well, I
it's-
was able to look it up.
Yeah.
Well, and we don't know what those 19 days ended up, you know.
We don't know what
how
they
much money
cost us.
they got back. All right. Well, unfortunately, you would like to think that pool is big enough. And is Primex just New Hampshire?
Yes.
All right. Got a motion for $85,848 on line 240 workman's comp. Any additional discussion?
260.
I'm sorry.
So, Lori, can you do that?
260. All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. How did they come up with that property and liability insurance? That's just what the current worker increase was?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we really have any control over how we're rated and how that?
No.
No.
And then I see the,
Is that Primex or is that somebody else?
It's all
That's
Primex.
Primex as well.
Oh, wow.
and then the $1,000, which was
That's-
appropriated last year, but have we not,
Thank you, we didn't need it, that's your deductible. In case we had to pay a deductible.
We haven't, did we ever pay the deductible this year? Yeah. Oh, they didn't, no, they wouldn't take the portable radio.
They,
Oh, yes, they did, so we did pay a deductible.
yes, but we had to pay part of that out of the apparatus and equipment fund because that's where
It's
that,
equipment.
it's equipment, so that's where the deductible ended up being paid from this year. Because we had to pay the balance.
Do we fund a line for that in that fund?
No.
No, we have not.
We probably need to just remember to take a look at that.
Yes, when we get there,
I
definitely.
mean, it's not a deal breaker, but we should,
right, so,
have that
On both sides.
coverage.
so where did that deductible, what line did that end up showing up on?
It shows up
Probably
in the
on the
apparatus and
radios.
equipment under,
Instead of on a specific line for insurance, all right, yeah, we should.
Because it's not a building,
Right,
it's not a liability, it's not an accident.
yeah, it would show up under portable radios.
Wouldn't most of this deductible, if we were to use it, be for items in the apparatus equipment fund?
No, not
like when they
always.
backed into the building, that counted towards the building.
Trees falling on the building, but that's that kind of stuff. It's like your homeowners,
Right. All right.
but not your contents.
Right.
You know?
Got it. All right, I'll make a motion to approve lines 480 and 480.01 in the amount of $53,105.
I'll second it.
Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
I'm sticking with salaries for now.
Yes,
Alright.
page 6. 690.
Not 685. Oh, we were.
You did that.
Yeah, we did it. So each year.
Sorry, where did we go to?
690 miscellaneous on page 6.
Zero.
It says 0.
Yeah, I didn't put anything in.
But we've been expending.
Do we know what the, well, 250.
Well, we spent $1. I know, $253.
Yep, and the year before, 128, and then before that, 828. There's always an expense in there, it's just,
I would. It's funny we appropriated $1. Huh. I would make a motion to fund 690 $300. Maybe $4.
Yeah, because we're advertising for a position and those figures aren't in yet.
And I, you know, things gonna.
So are
When
you,
we pivot into next year, that there'll be some movement and.
right, so are we saying that there's gonna be, we're gonna have to come back and review 690.02? Because there's no dollar amount.
oh, there'll be an expense there this year. We just haven't.
Yeah, we've already spent $4.
But the Laconia Daily Sun ad,
Haven't got a bill on that yet.
Are we?
Oh,
I mean,
that,
is this a
I
type of thing
paid
goes
with my
into?
credit card.
This is like going to LinkedIn and all that. I mean,
yes,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, but it seems like it'd be appropriate to have a dollar amount in that line item.
Yes.
Well, just if we did the miscellaneous at, $400 and
Yeah,
back it up.
you can do the total and it'll split up where,
yeah.
So you're proposing that the total for 690 miscellaneous, both of those line items for $400?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second it.
It's a dart throw. That one's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, and it varies widely, so
Mm.
you're right. All right, so we have a motion for miscellaneous for the total of $400 for line 690. Any other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion approved. All right, dry hydrants and cisterns. We did dry hydrants and cisterns this year.
Yes.
That
Is this the maintenance line? We go out and inspect
Yes, we
them,
go out and inspect them.
send a diver out.
Yep.
but we have done that.
Just haven't paid the bill. We've got the bill.
I don't remember, we haven't gotten the driver's bill or anything like that yet.
He's closing up shop for the winter, so he's.
Okay. All those due diligence.
Should we anticipate that it would be, I mean, it was 3,600 the prior year. Is that amount, the year before that was only 349. How did we come up with 4,000 last year?
We hired a diver.
Yeah, we did.
And
Do you remember who we hired?
Somebody from Belmont or someplace like that.
Yeah.
So Aiden's in charge of that now.
Right, I would suggest we skip that until we see what the actual was.
Mm.
I'm looking in here to see if I can find it,
Okay,
see if it got coded wrong.
okay.
I don't think it did.
Mm-hmm.
Good with hydrants?
You can come back to it.
Sorry, I was
Kathy's
Okay.
trying to find,
I mean, pressurized.
Yes,
Alright, pressurized hydrants. That's a contracted amount.
I'll make a motion here, so. 4332 pressurized hydrants for $185,733.
I'll second it. Any discussion?
Is that with the increase this year?
yes.
yeah,
And that's the total?
We hope,
well, it's a court order, it's not even.
Well,
contract,
I understand
it's
that,
court order.
and we had it was supposed to have an increase every year.
right.
Yeah, it's 8% or so.
So, right, we haven't paid the last
No, we have not.
quarter for this year, which is why you see the actual is
Right.
short. Alright, so we have a motion for pressurized hydrants at $185,733. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Yep.
Alright, motion carries. But we have one aye, one nay.
If I could ask why, Jason, we've been through this.
I know.
We've been to court, we've been,
I
I
know.
don't know what else to
Doesn't
do.
mean I have to like it, doesn't mean I have
Just
to agree.
unpredictable.
No, I know. No, you don't.
This, I was not on my watch, I was not a commissioner when all that happened. And I don't wanna get into it in this forum, but I'll tell you everything I think about it on the sidewalk.
I don't
I
think it-
cannot, I can't alter the path, I'm not that guy, but,
CC penalties,
Credit card, in case a payment is late.
right?
That's why now we make them online, so the checks get there in time.
Do we need to fund, the TN interest in that line and
$1.
with the dollar to keep those active?
Yes,
they're gonna drop, yeah, cause they'll drop out, right?
Right,
Yeah, because this is the third year.
right, I'll make a motion that we fund line 4723 TN interest in the amount of $1.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I move that we fund line 4790 credit card penalties in the amount of $1.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Capital overlay,
yeah, that's like
4,900.
the,
Outlay.
Yeah.
4,900.
I'm sorry, outlay. What would that line be used for?
well, that's for putting money into, like the land and building fund and buildings and
Oh, out of the budget.
out of the budget,
Yeah, we do that by warrant article anyway.
right?
Alright, so we don't need to keep that line open by.
Well, we do, in order to be able to use it, you have to keep it open. So $1.
Yeah, if you don't keep it open, you can't transfer.
Well, look at all the activity, it hasn't even had zeros in the last 2 years.
Alright.
Alright, well, here's the thing, alright, so I make a motion, we approve 4,900 for $1, 4,901 for $1, 4,902 for $1, 4,903 for $1, 4,904 for $1, and that's it, I don't know what other is, so I'm gonna leave that out. Total of $5.
Alright, I'll second that. Any further discussion? Right, hearing none, all those in favor of $1 for those 5 funds, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
What is other?
Whatever isn't categorized.
Yeah, we've got miscellaneous lines, the accounts and the auditors, get the miscellaneous. Charlie will tell you that. I don't know.
We have, when I arrived here, there weren't nearly as many line items as we have in this budget.
Right.
And as we, every year, we find out, well, we need a line for that, we need a
Oh,
line for that.
yeah.
We just keep adding lines. But we always end up with something that's out of our miscellaneous that, we don't have a line for that, so it goes there.
Alright, what's next?
If you don't wanna do salaries, we move on to the apparatus and equipment. Which would be page 10.
Seven is all. One.
And we haven't done
I'm not seeing that we received a bill for the diving yet. Last year we
Oh.
used JV Dive,
Okay, I'll talk
but it
to-
was in September that he did the diving.
I'll talk to Aiden.
So they did it in September,
Yes.
with their like repairs, there's always stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they broken stuff and clogged this and that. Do we have any idea yet or no?
I haven't seen him.
Cause he'd have to, call it out,
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of
he
times,
doesn't go
while,
out
while
alone,
it's-
right?
most
Does he
of
go
the-
out with somebody, staff?
Yes,
or-
yeah.
okay.
Usually, when he's out there diving, finding out what's wrong, a lot of times he'll fix it right then and there.
Yeah.
No stuff.
Okay.
And so, they charge us for the repair, the diving inspection.
Yeah,
And then, we usually, provide the parts, and their parts.
yeah, okay. But is he, does any member of our staff attend that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So somebody's out there with him.
Yes, we don't
Yeah.
let anybody.
No, I don't know,
dive by
a
themselves.
diver can bring his own spotter, I get that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what our presence would be in the location. Alright, so we're into Comstar?
Yes.
They bill us monthly on that,
Yes.
so that's 9 months.
Yes.
So, it's
We got
interesting
two
that
months.
it's, I'm sorry, Paul.
I said we only got 3 more months. I mean, we spent, what, 32,000? So that, what's that a month? That's roughly,
10, 3, 3,500 a month.
yeah.
This one I remember we bumped it up because we didn't know what our intake was gonna be. I mean, the money just stays in the fund if we don't spend
Right.
it. It's not a taxpayer thing. It's like, well, we don't wanna be under appropriated if we're making hay.
Was it
you
last
know.
year that we were under appropriate?
We came
Yeah.
close, we had one where there was,
So
In
we,
the past,
we're
so-
collecting more money this year than.
right,
we
and
have.
their billing is based on what
What
they
they
collect.
collect,
So
yes.
I've never had a problem with having that in there, as long as that's, what we spend it on.
That's exactly.
Yeah, it's the only way,
I'm waiting for Jonathan so I can tell you what the
Yeah.
average is lately.
You're fairly confident that's 9 months. It's not 8 months.
So this, it should be 9 months.
It's 9 months,
It should be
yes.
9 months.
One to
And-
four would be 36.
Right.
4 times 12 would be 48.
We've had,
I'm okay with a level fund because I think that's comfortable.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I don't know the old one, but I would make a motion that we just stay with the 52,001, just a flat 52. It's cleaner. But I don't think we're gonna get at this point. It gives us it gives us some growth opportunity for the coming year.
Right. All right, so we have a motion, I'll second it. When would that paramedic intercept line actually have a dollar amount on it?
When we get a bill from, usually it would be Concord Fire, because they're not in our mutual aid system. So for some reason, we don't have a paramedic on board and we need one, we'll call Concord and meet up with them
Yeah.
usually at
Slim
7.
chance of that, given current staffing, right?
Right.
If you get 1 or 2 on per shift.
Sometimes it's the call company, we don't have any paramedics.
Right,
the call
yeah, or if they're
company.
on another thing, and,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, that's how it would happen.
Okay, so that's the dollar, so,
Yes.
okay, I'll amend my, total ambulance billing services at 52,001.
All right, I'll second your amendment. Any other discussion? All those in favor of $52,001 for ambulance billing services? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right. Equipment maintenance and repairs. Chief, can you talk to us a little bit about the actuals for 2025?
Yes.
Because we appropriated 19,700.
The diver?
No,
No.
Dan Levin's just
Uh-oh.
emailed me his budget, it's supposed to go like that.
Oh.
Hey chief, I just emailed him.
I told him.
There's a lot of lines that have
No,
appropriated but no expenses.
that's correct. So, a lot of this stuff happens at the end of the year, where it's kind of where we are now is where a lot of this stuff gets done. And I think like today, we just received the ladder bill, the bill for the ladders and things like that. The ground ladder testing. So that's why it doesn't show up right now, but it'll start showing up within the next month or two, most of these things that don't have appropriations against them.
And then this year, your budget is a few dollars less than last year's appropriation.
As I went through it, again, I looked at what we've been doing in the past and what I anticipate happening next year, and don't want to shortchange us at the same time, but I didn't feel that it was necessary to fully, what I required, what I think we need is less than what we appropriated for last year.
And why, like on the very first one, the Plano events, last 2 years we spent more than $2,000.
I'm hoping that we don't.
Is that when they drive off and something breaks, or they,
It's,
I mean,
a lot of times they just break, not even just from driving off,
Yeah.
they just wear out,
oh,
and
okay.
a piece breaks. And, on the hose, it's a yellow corrugated hose,
Oh, yeah?
and over time, the heat from the exhaust breaks that down.
It gets
and all of a sudden-
crumbly.
It gets, well, I don't know if it gets crumbly, but it
It's more fragile.
it's fragile and it just, it becomes an accordion with the yellow's gone, but you see the coil in there, and that doesn't do any good, so we have to have those replaced and things like that.
Now, with a new building, we would have a whole new Plano event system.
Yes, which would be included in the cost of the building, it's not something that we would pay for.
Right.
But it would be nice to consider funding some of that FFE out of here.
Oh, I have a whole spreadsheet on that,
Okay.
so
Well,
we'll
I don't want
discuss it tomorrow
to jump
night.
off that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, when do we have to have this budget done? Should we wait, another month to get some more actuals, or, you sound like you're fairly confident with that number. Should we move ahead with that number, I guess?
I'm confident with that. So he's telling me how much money.
Right, so we appropriated, this town stuff appropriated with a bunch of, a lot of zeros.
I was just thinking, if we approve that line, then we're gonna have to come back and revisit this, because,
It's either red, yeah,
right,
it's not,
you're not gonna go to the meeting and show what we.
no,
spent
I
half the
agree.
money.
This one kind of baffles me a little bit. Because there's a lot of appropriation and not a lot
Which
of.
one? No, it's just, I was just thinking.
The maintenance and repair stuff, it's like a lot of stuff didn't go.
So, you feel okay with putting that on?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, is that right, Paul?
Yeah, the only, I see the Opticom repair.
That's a new, well,
It was,
that's going to, it needs repair, and that's why that figure is new.
it's gonna be used this year, you said?
The Opticon is used every single day.
Well, I understand, I know what it is.
Is that for our trucks or for our final signals?
So,
Because I
our
know
trucks,
there've been instances where I know the guys down in traffic, and sometimes they'll get up in there, but we get to buy the parts, and they'll do the.
that's exactly.
It's a partnership
we're
now.
Buying, we're
Yeah.
buying the parts to
Yeah.
fix the intersections.
Yeah.
So, and the police department uses those too, or no?
Oh, yeah.
So how is that cost shared?
Oh, let's
There
bring
is-
that
there-
up.
there is no
Let's talk to
cost
the
share.
selectmen.
So they pay nothing.
If they have an Opticom transmitter on their vehicle, it'll work for them. They don't pay anything for it.
So,
It's like if Franklin's going to Laconia, coming.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's one of the, yeah, everybody, and we're going to
Yeah.
Franklin,
Yeah,
you know?
or the, you know, even the state police coming through. It works for them too.
so is this amount for repairs to the system out on the street, or
This-
for
this-
trucks?
Out on the street, and this particular amount is for the overpass interchange.
One-
Southbound exit, I mean northbound to exit that intersection there,
At 20?
yes.
And is that, obviously, is that like replacing all the equipment up there?
It's replacing the cards in the box. I actually have it.
So that's the cost for all the equipment at an intersection?
Yep.
And the state's gonna do the install?
The state does the install.
So every time you have the equipment fail, or wear out, or age
pay for
out?
It used to be they did everything on State Road, but they've kind of let off the gas a little bit.
They-
It was a
yeah,
couple of
they-
years ago, I called down there, I mean, it was their, you know, some of my agency partners, and like, what is going on? So there's been a shift, at least we buy the parts and they do the labor, and, you know, they got all the bucket trucks.
They're real good guys.
Yeah, I can laugh, but there's a couple of new guys that are working their way in and stuff.
Yeah,
I
so
was just talking about highway striking guys.
So
Okay.
in Tilton,
it's
would all the intersections that have that equipment are all on Route 3s, which is all
Quite a
state
bit,
road?
yeah. And you got 132, 127.
Yeah, but are there streetlights on any of those?
Well, I mean, it's the intersection too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, interesting.
So what that is buying is a one-channel, one direction, one-channel sensor with molded plastic housing, a two-channel optical-only priority detector, Opticon model 7111 detector, one channel, one direction, an Opticon model 764 phase selector, 4-channel.
Now, is this just stuff we want to have on the shelf, or this is a known
We
problem?
have stuff on the shelf,
Okay, but it's,
but we're using them up.
okay, so we're kind of forecasting for,
This
Things
is
just-
going to bring that intersection up to date
okay,
with what we have on the shelf and what we need to order, because the total cost for that intersection in parts is $9,261, but we do have some
We've
of
got
the
some
parts
stuff,
on the
yeah,
shelf,
okay.
so. And next year we'll upgrade another intersection.
okay. So it's a known thing, we could say, hey, listen,
Tune of $9,000.
perhaps.
And how many?
That's the most complicated intersection.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right. Is it, that's the 140?
The 140,
Yeah.
yeah. The off-ramp and 140's across the way.
Yep. Yeah, McDonald's.
So you've got four directions here versus the other one.
And it not only is it four directions, it's multiple lanes in each way, that
Yeah, you need
a lot
a
of stuff.
widespread,
I remember years ago, when they put them in, we went to a call up to the mall, and I think I turned the truck around and the Opticon was on. It was aiming right up there, and there was traffic, just stopped.
Back up a miles,
And
probably.
nobody knew why. We figured it out after a while.
So the way they're wired now is when
Yeah,
you
that's-
stop, you put the maxi brake on, it shuts off the Opticom. Or if it's on one of the command vehicles that have a real park, it goes through the neutral safety switch. So
Oh,
in
yeah.
park,
Yeah.
it shuts off that.
Back
light.
then it didn't have it.
No, back then they were on, off.
Yeah,
It was
on,
usually
off,
on
yeah.
with the master switch or something like
yeah.
that.
So I can see like in New York City, you just happen to stop and it shines down 10 lights and all 10 of them are green and never change.
Yep.
We figured those problems
I've
out.
always
Correct.
I've always wanted to put just like a little Halloween strobe on the dashboard.
It's probably not legal to do that.
It's a strobe on some of the vehicles, and some of them it's not a strobe. It's actually,
Now it's probably what, infrared? or
it's
something?
infrared.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
infrared.
Yeah.
Even though the strobes
Yeah.
show lights, it's the infrared from the strobe which activates
Yeah.
the sensor. And the newer systems are all GPS
Right.
stuff, and that would be really expensive to switch over.
So the older vehicles will still work with the new technology. It's
Yes.
not like you would replace the intersection and now you gotta replace
Yeah, the trucks are good.
the
Yeah.
20-year-old truck doesn't work anymore, right?
Yes. Yeah. So the old technology does work with the new technology, but the newer technology is more accurate. All that other kind of stuff.
Well, you don't want stuff to wear out in a situation like that. All right, well, when we come back to it, at least,
Alright. We have the same, same issue with the service testing. Again, that's all happening now.
Yes.
Do you wanna move on to vehicle repairs?
Sure.
So we have lots of lines here that are over, the spending is
Well,
substantially over the allocation.
Yeah. So
Appropriation.
there are the lines for each vehicle are what I know from maintenance
and your PMs and your
PMs,
inspections. and all that.
tires, things that I know it's going to need tires and things like that. It's the other stuff where I'm requesting $25,000 is for the
So like an ambulance one with the ongoing,
Yeah.
deaf issue. Yeah, I don't budget something for the deaf issue, but it certainly costs us money.
so what did the ladder need this year?
The ladder.
Yeah, we spent 10,700.
So
That kind
that was an insurance thing. The door. When the door got broken, remember? That's why that.
But
There was a,
Is that not covered? So is this what wasn't covered by insurance, or what was?
well, all but 1,000 of it should have been covered.
yeah,
So are we thinking maybe that line isn't correct?
No, it's correct. There's other stuff that needed to be done to the ladder.
okay, so let's see.
That was the air inlet.
Yes,
And the-
$16,000 was, let's see, we had to replace the battery charger
Yep.
for $2,400. And then the 16,000 in the book.
I think that what the 16,000 is probably the repair. Then we also had to modify the compartments in the ladder truck to accept the new hydraulic tools, run electrical things so the battery chargers can be where the tools are, modify the shelving, stuff like that.
Which was not budgeted
That's correct.
So the dollar amounts you have in there are what you're anticipating for typical repairs,
Yes.
or known repairs, and then the 25,000 is to cover the unexpected.
That's correct.
for. In ambulance 3, that we don't have yet, may not have.
Theoretically, the latest that is that it will show up in June.
Okay.
Now, this isn't like maintenance. This is repairs.
So preventative maintenance is included in this.
Okay.
So-
Lube oil filter, tire rotation,
Tire rotations, that kind of stuff.
state inspection.
Maybe not anymore, I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, let's just let it go, right? Why would we,
What would you think?
Are they going to require? I keep asking at the shop, and I don't get an answer.
I don't know about
Commercial-
state, I don't know
Right,
about state
commercial
trucks.
trucks.
I
I just sent my trucks in my yard, I just sent my stuff through, because I'm getting ready to plow, and I still drive to 5 airports to pick up stuff. So I kind of want to know, I don't want to get on the road with a.
But, right, is it everything over such a weight need to continue being spent? I can't. Somebody's got.
I don't have, no one's been able to give me a good answer on what really is gonna happen.
Yeah, nobody knows, and it's like, when they flip the card over, it's gonna be, does that just give the insurance companies a little more license to up your rates, because you're in a state that doesn't have inspection? What's, now what? What's the next thing?
Unintended consequences. You're
I mean,
saving your $40
I-
a year in inspection.
I brought my state truck to a state garage, they went stem to stern, had a couple of small things. Next day I drove it, I went out to interview a guy for a job, and, freaking brake pedal went right to the floor.
Oops.
See, rust, and you just never know. I mean, I turn around and call the guys and say, "Remember that sticker you got? The ink is still drying on."
That brake line didn't last too long.
No, I said I parked on dry pavement, pumped it a few times, and I got 2 driver's side in front and back.
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You broke
So
2
they-
lines.
Yeah, something. And so they get the whole different kit with a few lines, and well,
But you go to those states that don't have state inspections, and you pass these old,
window
West Rail cars,
fenders, a coat hanger wire, hanging
and you go,
stuff.
I think he's wearing Nikes.
Yeah. The Fred Flintstone floor.
Right.
And just, I don't know. And this piece of it that I'm thankful for, but I don't know what the next.
So, Chief, has the majority of the preventative maintenance all happened, or do we still have more to go?
I think we're just waiting for one engine to go through.
So that 47,727 is fairly accurate for actual.
Yes.
I would fund the bottom line. I make a motion to fund the bottom line at like 48,000.
All right.
We had a couple of big hiccups there that,
Yeah.
Yeah, engine 1 hasn't been done yet. They lost their headlights engine, so it's slow.
so that's still 3 up from last year, but that's enough to bring on the new ambulance.
All right, so we have a motion 48. Do we have a second? Are you anticipating anything outside of the norm on engine two?
Engine two's been done, it's
Engine
engine
one.
one that hasn't been done. I would have to look and go back in my office and look at the list of what.
And one's had a whole lot more spent on it, two hasn't had much of anything spent. Two's, yeah, got like $500 into it.
So it's the other way around.
Okay, all right. I'd hate to have one being come in worse than it already has, but since they're both relatively newish.
Most of the time on the engines, it's valves that need to be replaced or repaired, or
Water stuff,
rebuilt.
yeah.
It's because of the water that we use, just has stuff in it that scores the valves, and
When is that truck going in for that service?
it should have been gone already, but
That
The
is
shop-
scheduled yet?
the shop that we use lost one of their mechanics and they're backed up, and so
Not sure.
I'm not sure.
And engine two is an even number, an even numbered month, so. Sideline it for November would be off the road, theoretically.
All right.
Hate to take a truck off the road when it's not, when it's supposed to be on, but
Right.
if it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing either.
Well, I was just thinking, we're already at 48, almost 48,000.
Yeah, but look at the big jump on the ladder, you know, rebuilding and
Right.
doing all this,
But
you
the
know,
prior-
fabrication and.
The prior year we spent 56.
There's a big one on the ladder. That was 18 grand right there for the ladder.
15,000
Oh,
of that
yeah,
was covered by insurance.
Oh, yeah, but
So,
up
yeah.
here, that's ambulance one.
Oh,
That's the definite AC.
We may have to revisit that, but I'll
Let's take a swing at it.
yeah. All right, so we have a motion.
The thing is, with this part of the budget, if we budget more than we could use, it just goes right back in.
Right.
It only gets used for the stuff that we need it to, so I think, being a little bit optimistic can be dangerous.
Right, 'cause
Not that we don't have enough money,
right.
and there's no avenue to go back and get additional funds.
Say we might have to revisit this after we find out how much that engine repair is.
Okay.
All right, all those in favor of $48,000 for vehicle repairs, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Oh, what's the highlighted block under SCBA?
We don't have that figure yet for the budget.
And we haven't spent any?
We
yet?
have, it just hasn't shown up yet. It's on the credit card and the bill hasn't come in yet.
All right, so should we push this off, because there's a lot of zeros there too?
Yeah, and I just got the line item for hose just now in my email. So,
I think we could just do a session on just this fund. I don't know how much more traction we got left to do apparatus and equipment.
The next budget workshop is on the 12th of November, so,
3 weeks away?
yes. And,
When's the next budget committee meeting?
November 3rd.
And they'll be able to, and that's their first,
Yes.
they still
Oh,
gonna
they haven't
do
looked-
everything we've done up to
Yeah, they
date.
haven't looked at anything.
They
yet.
haven't started,
Okay.
so they're gonna have their work cut out for them for two of ours to one of theirs. And we'll, they may come back with questions and get that and get into November, we'll have a little bit better numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Apparatus and equipment fund doesn't take long.
And then, that's the last budget workshop we have.
Will we be able to talk about
So
wages and
we
salaries
should be
then?
able to.
talk about them now if you want.
Yeah,
Well, what is the, you don't, do you have numbers in here?
yes.
Alright, so what is the, what are the numbers based on, what are you proposing?
What we're proposing. Get to that page. So the request is $127,606 more than last year. What that includes is some additional hours for the fire prevention position, going from, right now, he's basically working,
He's being paid right now out of the
Out
call
of the
company,
call
and this will be
line.
out of,
and he's basically around 12 hours a week
and this would bring him over to
to the,
being paid out of operating.
being out of the operating budget and about 24 hours a week. And so that increased there. And then the rest of it is proposing a COLA of 2.9 and a step raise of 2.5. So that would be 4.9% raise.
Can you document that, and then send that out or have it for the next meeting with the dollar amounts for those specific things? And then, I guess my question is, if we're going to move that fire prevention into the salaries and wages, and we've been paying it out of the call, should the call line go down potentially?
Potentially, but we've had ups and downs in the call company. Right now, we're kind of up a little bit. We'll see how that works out.
And you also included a pay increase for that.
Yes. We give them a raise every year.
Guess I'd like to see that all,
It's a
Yeah,
dollar,
gross.
a dollar an hour is what I give them
yeah.
increase.
Okay, so you,
And that, I don't know if I put that in narrative.
so you wanted to know what,
I guess, that narrative you just gave us with the numbers associated,
Sure.
what
Yeah.
those things, what the dollar amounts are for all those things.
okay, so for the fire prevention officer, starting, of course, in the second quarter of the year, for 3 quarters, it's $31,415.
And how much have we paid that position
It's in
for
here,
this year?
Would it come out of the call line?
Is it easy to see how much?
She'd have to go to his payroll.
But the other thing is, if we're taking it out of one pocket, putting it in the other, the bottom line, it's not impactful, because we've always underspent the call line.
Well, as I'm saying, the call salary number is the same as appropriate last year. And if we're proposing that line is gonna be what, $30,000 you just said?
$31,415.
No, we probably haven't paid him $31,000
No, we have not.
this year,
No,
but we paid him some amount.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
Out of the 62.
out of that 62, how much was for fire prevention? And
Okay.
it might be difficult to,
No, it shouldn't be difficult. You just have to go to his.
but you see where I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you said, we're moving the money from one account to the
Yeah,
other.
so the bottom line shouldn't go up by that amount, because we've underspent that line,
Right.
call
So
line,
having
forever.
having that whole narrative broken down would be
And-
helpful.
A step and COLA in a building, tough sell. We did a big adjustment, and we did a big shift last year.
Last year was a COLA. Year before that, we had an adjustment.
I was the guy that put it to $25. Remember the starting pay
Yes, you were,
conversation?
absolutely.
I kind of ramrodded that one, because I think 24 was enough. Trying to stay ahead of it, but I don't know. Two things, and payroll's a sensitive topic when trying to build a building.
Right.
It's going to come up, right?
It will,
We got
absolutely.
yeah. It's a sensitive thing any year, and in a building year.
So,
But
how did
what
you-
I'm
And then we're
trying-
going to pay for the building for the next 30 years, so it's going to always be,
And what I'm doing with my request is I'm just trying to make sure that we stay where we are in our
right.
area of what's.
and what's your thought process with the COLA and the step as compared to And the amount for the COLA, is that what,
It's the, consumer price index,
is 2.5%?
2.9.
2.9.
Maybe
And-
this, maybe next month it's 3, but when I do my calculations,
Yeah,
I
it's
do
in
it
the
year
mix.
over year, August, September, looking to see what it has done, and it's 2.9%, I believe, when I looked it up. it was
And then you
2.9%.
said the step was 2.5?
2.5%.
I guess I'd like to see what all those numbers look like.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to open so that I can.
That's all right, you don't have to do that right now, but yeah. Document that narrative with the dollar amounts for each of those items so we can see it. You may have to give us a refresher on, you know, like how much does the firefighters pay for health insurance? What's
They
the-
pay 88%. No, the district pays 88%, and the
They pay
firefighters pay
12%.
12%.
And the district pays for half of their deductibles?
Deductible.
Picked up dental.
And the district picked up dental to offset the deductible.
And co-pays, we don't pay.
No,
What percentage of the firefighters use the deductible? Right, you max out the deductible out.
Well, it's a $500 deductible, and the district will pay for half of that.
But do most of the guys have enough medical care that they generate a $500 worth of deductible?
Well,
it depends on how many, on their families.
Their plan, yeah.
And their plan, you know, the guys with the younger families
And
They-
tend to use the deductible more than,
the older,
the single 28-year-old who's
Yeah.
healthy all year long.
right,
like with babies being born and stuff like that, we have more coming.
Yes.
Three that I'm aware of off the top of my head.
yes, a set of twins and.
Wow.
So we definitely know that the twins are coming this year. But the single, we don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year, because it's January.
He's hoping it's this year so we get the write-off.
You heard it here live, folks.
I was trying to think of a witty.
At Tnfd FM radio.
Well, I can tell you, I'm a January baby, very early January baby, and I was supposed to be in December, and my father always reminds me that I
Cost
messed
him.
him up. Cost him
Yeah.
1
That
year.
1 year.
Yeah.
But you made it up on the end, Dad.
My mother's two older sisters are Irish twins, January and December. So,
Double whack.
So this year we're paying the call guy for the fire prevention at $25 an hour.
Right,
So,
but you don't know how many
Depends how
hours
many hours
that
that
works
takes.
out to.
oh, he didn't start, let me see. Of course he did.
I don't know how easy it is.
It's easy.
It's as easy as, well, you just have to wait for the Wi-Fi to work here.
Did we not talk about school and training fees?
We did not talk about those. We skipped kind of this. Usually we do that together with the salaries.
So far this year, it's been $69.25, $6,925, but it hasn't been a full year,
Right.
and he always takes time off in the winter. He's gone most of the winter. So,
So is the proposal that he will continue to do this on that 24 hours a week? Or
This
are
is-
we thinking of somebody else to do this?
well, we're planning on someone else. You have to plan.
He's very good at what he does.
It's just not here in the wintertime.
Not much.
No.
it's only 2 weeks this year, and it's a month next year, and then before long, it's 6 months.
Then it's forever.
All right, is there anything else we should cover at this point? All right. So we'll look for more actuals update and we'll create that narrative for the salaries and wages. If the school and training fees isn't easy to verbalize, I don't know, maybe you want to put that down?
I have a spreadsheet for that.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can include that for talking point. All right. Any other budget items?
Let me see if I have it with me and maybe I can briefly describe it. Trust. Training budget. Yes, I do have it here.
It's a whole spreadsheet?
Yep.
All right, maybe you can have copies for us?
Yes, I can do that.
All right. Any other business?
Need a motion to adjourn yet?
Yes, we're ready for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, Jason's making a motion to adjourn at 6:39 p.m. Is there a second?
That's all right.
Paul seconds that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you very much. How old is this recorder?